Jim, relative to the rest of the NBA, these two teams like to play a more measured pace.
That's right, Kevin, and as a result, execution is going to be critical. Timing and spacing and decisions with the basketball. Whichever team performs their sets the most cleanly will have the edge in this one.
A lot in front of them. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Pass to Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Now, here's Ball. Here's Knebel. Outside, Ball. And it's the Hornets, another three.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
And here's Miller, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Here's Curry. That's tipped. Here's Knebel, defended by Butler. Bridges passes the ball. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open three.
Wasted no time on that one. Hield's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors.
What a gifted shooter. Hield is especially dangerous from the corner.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and it's Sexton in for Brandon Miller. Now, here's Ball. 6 points for him. Pass to Diabate. Sexton against Curry. Sexton kicks the ball. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Ball's got 8.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. To the middle. A shot by Diabate. No good. Down low. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
On the wing, Bridges. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Ball with the rebound.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Jacks up a 3. Pass to Sexton. Back to Ball. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. 11 points in the game.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Hornets lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And clearly they have been using the three-point line to their advantage, looking for that shot early and often.
We've got Brandon Miller. He's out there with Colin Sexton. Ludley out there with James. And it's Diabate in at the four-man position. So that's the Hornets 5.
And how about the strength inside there from Butler? Just excellent at finding ways to get the D to foul him down low.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Diabate grabs the board. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Plumlee, good, and the assist goes to James.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Butler feeling out of it. Pass to Kuminga. Over Plumlee. Kuminga, no good. Charlotte in the lead. Miller kicks to Sexton. Pulls it up. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
And here are the Warriors now. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Plumlee. And it's Knipple in for James. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. Hornets on defense now. They lead by 4. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 6. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Here is Miller. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Shoots over Podziemski. Again, the Hornets score.
And with Miller's ability to change the trajectory of his shots, he's a tough cover for most defenders.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Sexton. Horford finds Hield. A miss that time, would have put him up. Hornets have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. To the left wing, ball from long range. Draymond Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Pass to Podziemski. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Here's Curry with the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Diabate's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Knipple. A beautiful reverse layup.
When you see him out there, Knipple's frame is impressive, especially for his age.
Here's Curry. The 11-footer. Curry gets it to go inside. Outside ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the forward spots will be Butler and Green. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning. And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
And there goes Draymond going deep in his bag.
Hornets trail by 4. To the paint. Makes it off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here is Curry. He's got 11. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Ball surveying the defense. On the wing, Bridges. Ball against Curry. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ball.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Oh, sweet pull-up game from LaMelo. The young man has so much confidence in his ability.
The kick outside to Butler, and it's Golden State with another.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Curry against Ball. Bridges outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Butler dishes to Green. Outside, Horford. Pass to Hield. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Charlotte making a switch. Sexton's checked in. Ball from deep three-point territory. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Curry with it. Guarded now by Sexton. There's the pick. Takes a 3. Curry can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 3. Left side, Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Bajemski with it. He has yet to score. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Now, here's Sexton. Charlotte moving it around. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error, and very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
James checked in for Ball. Warriors leading by 4. Here's the teardrop. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's James. Defense is right there. Beyond the arc. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got 5 points so far. 1 second left. The shot that time, not on target. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Warriors on top, leading by a point. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knueppel. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's James. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. The Warriors trail. Kuminga, screen on Ball. Spencer, the pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Different look here for the Warriors.
Draymond Green, Buddy Hield, Stephen Curry.
Who's got ball?
Puts up a deep 3. Oh, what a stroke from Curry.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Out left to the wing. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Curry. No good from 3. Hornets trail by 4. Now Ball. Shoots it up. And he hits the jumper.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now here's Hield. Green outside. Horford sets a screen for Green. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
All right, Allie, thanks. Bridges finishes inside on the nice dish.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Green outside. Butler outside. Tosses it up. Bridges with the rebound.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Bridges a screen on Butler. Ball against Curry. Outside Bridges. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. To tie it up. Does not go in. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. A 2-point game. Down he goes for 3.
And that is a big-time performer. I like how Hield embraces the responsibility of being the alpha dog on that one. And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man ball is used to the spotlight.
Curry fires. Can't connect from long distance.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Knueppel. A side, Ball. On the wing, Miller, defended by Butler.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Here's Hill, and stolen by Miller, and he commits the intentional foul. Here's Ball. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Now Curry. Nice move. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Just 5 on the clock. Horford, it's deflected. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for Charlotte, Clark Brenner, taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.